Rashi Beis Avosam, and the princes, the heads of the families, Hem Nesi Amatos, who are the princes of the Shvatim, Hem Omdim Al Apkudim, they're the ones initially, when they counted Klal Yisrael, they stood by when they were counted. These are the same individuals. Rashi, Hem Nesi Amatos, who are these people? So you Shotrim Alim B'Mitzrayim. They initially were the overseers over the Jews to make sure that they produced the quotas of bricks. And because they realized it was something which is impossible to meet, so they didn't impose themselves on their fellow Jews. So they were beaten. These overseers, the Jews, were beaten by the Egyptians because the people, their underlings, didn't produce the quota. Shnema vayuku shotri b'nei Yisrael. These are the same individuals. Over here, it's a very interesting word from the Sipurno. The Sipurno says, "Hema umdim ala pikudim, umitzad masho yukach." They stood when they were counted, and because of this, each person put himself out for a shevet. Ki mitzad masho umdu al pikudim hirgush kol echad mehem b'shivto shektzosol choshev ba'averos. You know, a person has a sense of his own. Somebody else, you don't have a sense of what he is. So when they came before him, you don't, out of sight, out of mind. But if you saw each person, and you made like, you had a sense, you saw, it's not so simple, where they're spiritually speaking. The Chosher La'averos, their own tribe. It says, Umitzad Masho, Yunisiim, Hiskimu Lamod Ba'peretz Lakrav Korbanos L'chaper Ba'adam. So because they were the princes, so therefore they're responsible for the tribe. Therefore, that's the reason why they brought the korbanos. It should be a kapara. When they saw them pass before them, they didn't look exactly the way they should have. They had a sense that they're not where they should be. So if that's the case, they need tikkun. So if they need tikkun, and since I'm the Nasi, I'm responsible for my tribe, therefore I will make the tikkun by bringing the korban. Like, somebody very often went to yeshiva with a person, see him years later. And in yeshiva, he was a first-class yeshiva bacher. Years later, after all the wear and tear of society, he's not the same person. He's already, he's withered a little bit. He's spiritually eroded. Immediately, the moment you see him, you see he's not the same person. So by visually seeing them, counting them, they saw what the chevra were, right? Like Howard refers to the group, his chevra. You see the chevra. So when you notice, you see it. So therefore, that's the reason why they brought the korbanos, because that's the responsibility. Vayaviu es korbanon lifnei Hashem. What was the korban? Even though there's not a korban, it means it was the equivalent of a korban. Sheish eglos tzov ushnei masa boker. What does it mean tzov? Tzov means covered. Ein tzov rashda ela b'chupin. We're talking about covered wagons. They were covered wagons. Sheish eglos, 6 covered wagons. Shneim osar boker, and 12 cattle. Agolo al shnei anisim. There was a wagon given by 2 nisim. So if you have 12 princes, and every 2 gave 1 wagon, so you have 6 wagons. This is what they carried the beams.
Isn't it worse that Yosef quoted as a quote to his father Yaakov?
No, agolos. Same word. Yeah. But this is covered. These are covered wagons. V'shor le'echot, and each one gave an ox. Ve'akriv osam l'fnei Mishkan. They brought it before the Mishkan. Rashi. Ein tzov elo loshem b'chupim. V'chein u'b'tzabim perotim. Agolos b'chusus kruyos tzabim. Covered wagons are called tzabim. Shtorsen Sov Loshen Hatzvi Yisrael Shem Yofos means beautiful wagons. Ve'kriosem Fnei HaMishkan. Listen to this. Shlo Kibul Moshe Miyodam. Moshe initially didn't accept it. They brought it before the Mishkan. Until HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him to accept it, he wasn't going to accept it. Omreb Nosem Aron Nesim Lisnadev, this very famous Rashi. Why did they understand Lisnadev Kan Betchilo? They were the first ones to bring this gift in honor of the inauguration of Mishkan. Less Mishkan Lo Hisnadu Betchilo. They weren't motivated. It says they waited till the end. This was the Avnei Miluim, right? The stones that were needed for the Choshen. Elakachom Nesim Yisnadu Tzibur Mashisnadu by the Mishkan. Let the Tzibur give what they're supposed to give. And what's lacking will complete. When they saw that the tzibur, basically they did everything. So what's left for us, this is by the Mishkan. So he brought the Avnei Shoam, the stones that were on the shoulder of the Kohen Gadol and the breastplate. Therefore, over here, they brought it immediately. Yeah. So firstly, you have to understand what is one thing after another. Over there, everybody participated. By the Chanukah Mizbeach, nobody participated, right? They were the only ones who gave. Oh, so you have to say, because what would be other people would bring, and if other people would bring, so they may be left out. So as a result of that, they weren't going to take a chance. See, over here, Rashi doesn't bring what Chazal said. It says, "V'mnation is atzlu." The words of Chazal is why by the Mishkan. It says because they were lazy. They were in the atzlu. It's attributed to the laziness. What does that mean? I mean, according to this, is a cheshbon. They made a cheshbon. Let them give what they're going to give, and whatever's lacking, we'll do. Since it's nation is atzlu, therefore here they came. What does that do with atzlus? Right? Atzlus is laziness. Is that how you understand it? Well,
it's not lazy. The difference is not lazy.
There's an expression, in the vernacular, lazy good for nothing. You heard that, Howard? Lazy good for nothing. Okay. Calls it a difference. It's interesting, a person, why don't you come to learn? Come up with 25 excuses. Tickets to the World Series, closing game. What happened to all the things you have to do all of a sudden? What happened to all the excuses? No excuses. You're there, right? You're sleeping there 24 hours in a sleeping bag to get in through the door, right? What happened all of a sudden? If they would have understood the value of the Mishkan, there are no excuses. They only came up with this understanding is because of the Nisatzlu. What is it rooted in? It's not this. This is not the reason. Because if they would really recognize what it is, you don't wait a moment. This is the ultimate opportunity. So why don't you see it as the ultimate opportunity? Because it's something which is holding you back.
And here,
No, that's where they learned the lesson.
they learned lesson there.
They learned that's why here they're here immediately.
But these are the
It's expected to
You
fail.
could say. So you could say what's that? Moshe Rabbeinu said the exact same words. Moshe didn't participate at all in the building of the Mishkan. But he said the same thing. Let them do what they have to do, and we'll fill in. I'll fill in. At the end, Moshe Rabbeinu only had Hakomas Mishkan. Yeah, here they're faulted. Moshe Rabbeinu is not faulted. So how do we understand it? The answer was the whole concept of Nisatlu and Moshe has no relevance. So why did he wait? So clearly that was the reason. See, the Torah reveals this. How do I know that was Nisatzlu? Maybe they were the answer is because the Torah deletes the Yud from their name. The Sim is written Choser. That means even though they gave precious stones, it's deficient. It's a deficient contribution. Moshe Rabbeinu, the whole concept that he was laid back, it's impossible. Moshe Rabbeinu, right? He's there right immediately. So why? So when he said this, he really meant it. This is the reason. Should I deny them a mitzvah? It's like the person doesn't come to shul. Why don't you come to shul? You know, I know there's going to be a crowd. You think I can take somebody else's seat? So I'll stay home. You know, you're a tzaddik. Okay, let's see your morale.
So wasn't it if the people, you're putting on the
That's what they said, and that's what they believed, but that wasn't reality. It was laziness. It was laziness.
But they performed, they brought everything.
The other Jews, not them. They were left out, nearly left out. The Nisim, the princes.
Is it laziness or is it not appreciate?
But that's always, if you read the Mesillas Yesharim, there's an inertia in the person. Well, that's when they were lazy. It's a lack of inertia, and that's why, you know, it's like, why does a person procrastinate? A person's not late. You don't want to be bothered right now. But that is, at a certain level, it's a certain laziness, because if you'd be motivated, anything that you're motivated, there's no inertia there. It's because they didn't value it sufficiently. But that's why they were lazy. That's why the inertia plays in.